I'm trying to recreate Lewis's vocal and get that album like studio quality, but the band, that content is very natural and organic, and I think that's the way a live show should be.
With Lewis, he has an incredible voice, but it's definitely, I liken it more to a brass instrument. The first time you mix Lewis's vocal, it's terrifying because you're like, you shouldn't be cutting that much or you shouldn't be compressing, but if you just do it till it sounds good, he's happy.
We started using the C1500 at both front of house and monitors in March this year. So our usual fly rig consists of two C1500 surfaces and a DM48 stage box. I'm also using a Dante card for virtual soundcheck and to record every show.
I like to see desks as like a tool to get results, and the 1500 is great for that. And one of the main things is you can take it anywhere, but you still got all the feature set of the larger consoles, which is great, which is kind of what attracted us to it in the first place.
Initially, when we started using the C1500s, we sort of saw it as a short-term solution to loads of fly shows over the summer. But as tours got added for the autumn, we were feeling quite comfortable with where our show files had got to, and we didn't really see any reason to change platform because the shows were sounding great, the band were happy on stage, so we've gone for the S5000s at front of house and monitors. So I have an S5000 at front of house, Nick has one on stage. I believe he's using a DM64, and I have two DX32s and a DM0. In terms of effects, the one I use most is the multi-band compression and dynamic equalizer, the Dyne 8. I find it great on vocals, bass, guitars, and maybe a touch sometimes on a left and right mix, depending on how the PA is sounding. There's 64 in the mix rack, so when myself and Nick are sharing a stage rack, we've got 32 each to deploy as we see fit. And when I've got a stage box to myself, I've got 64, which is a rare treat. The 16 VU compressor, I really like that. And then the Opto, which is very transparent, you can hit that quite hard. So it's great having that many available to you without really any limitations.
For Lewis's vocal, multi-band compression and dynamic EQ, and having that is a godsend because he can go from chest voice to head voice in like a phrase. So you need to be able to even all that out. The other good thing about the Allen Heath is it's kind of the routing, so you can essentially like double bus, so you can have a layer of processing twice, so you can do the body of your work on a channel and then you can take it back in and you can give it a bit more sheen, which is nice, so you can get a really even sound at the end.
In terms of the shows, they've just added so much since the start of the year, and they've increased in scale and capacity. We've all had to try and keep up with Lewis's trajectory, but it's been great.